on business. He grew up in South Florida, has been in business here since the early 90s, and has closed over $3 billion in deals. He's seen it all. He always has an opinion, and he's always ready to share it. Informed, entertaining, and connected, he has his finger on the pulse of South Florida's business community. He's Jim Freed, and this is Freed on Business.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Freed on Business. Today, we're going to talk about the Flacks Group and how they help the world go green. I've been working with the Flacks Group probably around 7 months now, but I've known Mr. Flacks for about a decade. And so we'll talk a little bit about what the Flacks Group is, what they're trying to accomplish in making the world a better place. And, that's what today's show is all about. We'll give some examples. And it should be a great show. Lots of good information about green energy and the future of greening the planet and bringing green energy to individual communities with the Flacks Group. I want to thank, as always, our sponsors, Warren Henry. They've been a sponsor of the show for 13 years. When you're looking to buy or lease a car, you want to get every advantage that you can. That's why you have to check out Warren Henry, Land Rover, Range Rover, Infiniti, Jaguar, and Lincoln up at Biscayne and 101st. Up in Gainesville, they've got an Audi store. They've got great Land Rover, Range Rover stores in West Broward and in South Dade. And, of course, their store in Key West carries all the great nameplates. Remember, join me, my mom, and my beautiful wife, Vivian. Lots of my clients, we're all members of the Warren Henry family. You should be too. Always the best price, always the best service, always Warren Henry. And now on with the show. I want to thank Michael Flacks for bringing me on to the team. It's been an incredible, eye-opening experience as I learn about his global initiative to help the planet go green. I'm going to use a couple of examples of transactions that Mr. Flacks is in the process of closing to illustrate these concepts. But the most important thing is to realize that the Flacks Group is one of the leading investors in distressed assets and special situations worldwide. My particular focus is helping him identify a real estate to acquire in the United States and Canada. I've been reaching out to special situation intermediaries. I contact a lot of the people that are involved in the environmental space and talk to them about different transactions seeking situations that in most cases are legacy liability situations that have been going on for a long time. Usually these are situations that multinationals have created in communities, and we deal with local community. Mr. Flacks deals with local community leaders and best-in-class consultants to make sure that each one of these circumstances and situations that he takes on is addressed in the most efficient and positive way for the local communities and the multinationals. All the stakeholders involved are addressed. So I'd like to talk about a couple of the transactions that have occurred since I've been working with Mr. Flacks. One of the first I'd like to talk about is a US-based transaction. Mr. Flacks recently acquired the Seagate Technologies building in Oklahoma City. It's about 280,000 square feet of space. It had some environmental situation with it, and Mr. Flacks acquired it after it was on the market for a significant period of time. He gave them reps. He did not require any reps or warranties, which made his offer different than many other offerors. So Mr. Flacks, in this case, is taking a vacant parcel, about 85 acres, and turning it into about 1 million square feet of industrial space over time. So this will bring a lot of jobs to Oklahoma City. And in fact, Mr. Flacks is very bullish on Oklahoma City and is actually there recently looking for additional transactions. So anybody who has additional transactions in Oklahoma City, or of course their collateral areas of Dallas and that area back in there, give me a call. We'd love to talk to you. Another example of a transaction that Mr. Flacks acquired, and I'm going to make sure I get this right. So give me a second. I want to make sure I got my notes right here. Is his acquisition from Emery's. Emery's, excuse me, Emery's is selling Mr. Flacks a plant in Brazil where they make one of the major components of paper. So in this case, Mr. Flacks is going to be addressing the situation in the Amazon. And of course, this is a unique situation, very different from Oklahoma City. So we'll be dealing with a group of experts here to make sure that the solution at this property, again, gives the maximum result for the local community as well as the multinational. And it will, again, work out to be a win-win for both the multinational that we're buying from and the people on the ground at the piece of property, the properties that we're acquiring. Now, a third example of the way Mr. Flacks and the Flacks Group are helping the world become a greener place is a transaction that he made in England. And again, I'm going to make sure that I bring up the information so that I get it exactly correctly. And in this case, Mr. Flacks acquired a 500-acre property from a company called Elementus. In this instance, again, Mr. Flacks is working with best-in-class environmental consultants and green energy technology firms. In this case, the plan is to do a mixed-use development as well as probably a solar solution on this site. So in this case, the Flacks Group is taking a piece of property that's laid fallow and polluted, and they're turning it into a green energy solution and bringing a positive solution for the community as well. In each of these three instances, Mr. Flacks is dealing with a multinational corporation. The process to market the properties was tired and worn, and he is bringing a solution that works for both the local communities, and he gets their input on this, as well as the multinationals. So let's talk about what the Flacks Group really does. Flacks Group is an international, global investment firm. They help communities across the globe address legacy liability situations that these multinational firms has created. The Flacks Group specializes in investing in real estate assets that are dark or need repurposing, operating companies that are undergoing complex operational and financial challenges. The Flacks Group also invests in good companies that may have a legacy liability overhang related to issues such as asbestos, environmental, or legal challenges. Now, what separates the Flacks Group from other investors in this sector is that the Flacks Group has the ability to move fast and close without receiving reps or warranties. Of course, Mr. Flacks can close without a financing contingency. So what do I do all day long? I spend my day calling the different stakeholders in these types of situations. Communities across the country, I call into them seeking to find these white elephants or outliers, and then we come in and look to solve the community's problem by negotiating with the multinational to find a solution. So reach out to me. Email me at jfried@flaxgroup.com if you have an idea that you'd like to share with us, if you'd like to bring us to your community to solve a special situation for you. Remember, Flacks can close without reps or warranties. Only one person, Mr. Flacks, makes the decision. Reach out to us. We'll give you immediate feedback on the situation. And now, I'll be right back with my final take. So stick with us. Hi, everybody. Remember, our friends at Warren Henry have been a sponsor of the show for 13 years. My wife, my mom, lots of my friends and clients, we all patronize Warren Henry because they treat us like family. Reach out to Warren Henry so that they can treat you like family too. They've got their store at 151st and Biscayne, Land Rover, Range Rover, Infiniti, Jaguar, Ford, or Lincoln. And up in Gainesville, they sell Audis. Down in South Dade, they have a great award-winning Land Rover, Range Rover store, and they just recently opened up a Land Rover, Range Rover store adjacent to their Lamborghini store up in West Broward. I want to thank Larry, Eric, Ismet, and the rest of the team at Warren Henry for being sponsors of the show. We look forward to seeing them soon. And remember, always the best price, always the best service, always Warren Henry. Hi, everybody. Welcome back for my final take. I've been working with the Flacks Group for about 7 months now, calling stakeholders in the special situation industry, identifying industrial plants, power plants, agricultural facilities, all across the United States for Mr. Flacks to investigate and potentially acquire, to implement his green energy solutions and help communities move forward on these transactions. It's been an incredibly enlightening opportunity for me. I continue to look forward to working with other professionals in this sector to help the Flacks Group help the world go green. If you have a transaction, please reach out to me, DM me, call me, email me at jfried@theflacks Group. We'll give you quick response, very transparent, and we look forward to working with you as we build our ecosystem to help the world go green. Remember, every week on Wednesday at noon, I drop a new podcast. If you've got a topic, email me or DM me if you think it would be good for the podcast. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Warren Henry Automotive and the University of Florida Center for Real Estate Studies. Remember, the person that wants to do something finds a way. The other finds an excuse. Now go out there and make it happen. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Mr. Mendoza, the rest of the show is yours.